Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla TV. You watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new REV'IT Tornado 2 jacket available at RevZilla.com. New for the spring of 2016, the Tornado 2 evolves, one of the better selling REV'IT 3-season hot weather jackets that we've seen. Now, the original Tornado came to the market a few years ago. Waterproof, breathable, and lightly thermal removable liner, that stays intact, with an outer shell that was more of a touring style cut with a lot of breathability and a lot of mesh, again covering you for the hot weather time of the year. So really 3-season warm to hot weather riding in a multitude of conditions. For this year, for the guys version, they've raised the price about $30. But we're not afraid of it because they've changed a ton of stuff that adds the style, adds the protection, adds the usability of the jacket. And you can see it at a glance. This is the silver version, the most popular version. It's going to just have a sharper line. They've changed the way that the reflective works on the shoulders and on the shoulders as well. It's just a much more crisp and contemporary design. The other big change that they made that I want to call out really early in this video is they're now going to CE Level 2 Seeflex, which is their top rated armor. And they're using it throughout the jacket. So this is an asymmetrical left shoulder, the right shoulder, both of your elbows. It's flexible, it's breathable, it's temp stable, it's going to flow a good amount of air, and look how all-encompassing it is. This is the same stuff you're seeing in the Cayenne Pro or the Dominator or the high-end Gore-Tex stuff like the Kronos when you go up the food chain. But again, you're looking just over the $300 mark, and now we're seeing CE Level 2 work its way into the mix. The other big protective feature that we're going to call out before we talk about fit is the materials. The previous version of the Tornado, men's and women, was a 500D, and remember, there is a ladies version in multiple colors as well. 500D textile. Now REV'IT's beefed up the outer shell materials. So 750D in your main areas, and in your impact areas, you're getting 1000D. So again, much beefier from an abrasion resistance standpoint over top of your much beefier CE Level 2 armor in the Seeflex. Again, very nice from a protection scheme side of things. Now, remember, 3 to 4 colors available, ladies colors as well in a ladies fitment. This is the silver, there's a black, there's also going to be this tan color, which is more of this aggressive, almost off-road or dual sport style colorway, which we've been seeing REV'IT do. And we think about sizing, high-vis Brian, beard and all, 6 foot, 195, 42-inch chest. Remember, the REV'IT Tornado 2 is going to be a touring cut, similar as before. He's wearing a size large. Ladies' sizes are numeric sizes, guys are alpha sizes. Notice, a little bit more room in the chest and the belly, adjustability in the sleeves as well as the waist. Not a sport cut. Not going to be super athletic and svelte, but it's also not baggy. These guys do come from Holland. It is more of that European athletic cut, but it's an athletic touring cut. So you have a little bit more room, a little bit more flexibility in your chest, in your belly, depending on how you're built. That is by design. And we have high-vis Brian standing here today with the 2-in-1 REV'IT G liner from Hydrotex, waterproof, breathable, with a light insulation. He has that intact within the jacket. Now, keep in mind, use the size chart. We're going to ship free over $39. And as always, click our logo wherever it is on the screen. Subscribe to us at RevZilla TV on our YouTube channel. Leave me your comments or questions, your feedback on the new Tornado 2. Now, diving back into the jacket, let's continue to talk about changes. Notice these 2 eyelets right here. We'll take a voltaic high-vis vest that you can add after the fact. They also added zippers on the inside of this jacket so that you can use the REV'IT cooling vest. So now you have the ability to use that hypercool evaporative cooling effect inside of what's already a rock-solid hardcore hot weather oriented jacket. On the outside of the jacket, we talked about the restyling, we talked about the increase in the reflectivity. You have basic hand warmer pockets moving down. You're still going to have your collar, which now actually on the inside of the main collar is going to be fleece lined versus a 3D mesh. I would have loved it if they did the fleece lining collar on the waterproof layer and kept this guy as 3D mesh, but again, I'm sure it was deliberate from REV'IT's camp. It's one of the few nitpicks I have. Notice you have your loop back there as well. Other key change that they made when we're working our way through is the sleeve. Before it was just a basic medial side or lateral side Velcro. Now you have a bit of set it and forget it by the way that you can use the zipper to open it up. What that allows you to do is expose your inner waterproof, breathable, and lightly thermal liner. Now you could use an inner cuff design on a glove. So you could use your gauntlet on the inside, zip it down, cinch it down for longer season or longer distance touring if you're getting caught in a heavy torrential downpour. The mesh is not going to stop the water. The waterproof breathable liner will, but putting it over top of your glove and putting your glove inside is going to maximize your ability to create a great waterproof seal. High-vis Brian, turn face that away. If we look at it from the side, again, similar clean lines that we had before. We talked about the Seeflex armor. We talked about the upgraded materials, new reflective, which has been increased. Again, safety feature. Now we have less clunkiness around the elbow. They've refined your elasticated panel, and remember, you're beefing up your PowerShell 1000 down along the elbow into the forearm in your impact area. High-vis Brian raises his arm there. You're going to see the way it's cut. REV'IT uses a terminology called engineered skin, where they build their jackets in panels on purpose with seams away from impact zones, try to get the best articulated fit. You'll also notice down here at the bottom, there's a lot of room for cinching. Again, staying with that theme of a touring cut or a sport touring cut, not going to be sport, not going to be race. You're getting the ability to have somebody that has a different body shape and allowing them to work within this jacket and cinch it where it needs to be cinched. Turn backwards for me. Now, when we also think about this jacket, think about, stay low for me, and think about this drop seat. Inside the drop seat is going to be a long connection zip, a short connection zip, and most likely a jeans loop as well. So again, 3 different ways you could attach it to your jeans, your pants, or the REV'IT Tornado 2 pants, which are going to come in the same colors and are built stock to match this and make it a one-piece suit. Really make it a complete set. Right now we have High-Vis Brian just in a pair of jeans today. If we look at the back side of this jacket, mesh. Does not come with a back protector. It would be a REV'IT Seasoft type RV. That would be the shape that you'd add after the fact. Notice big horizontal line of reflective piping, updated style across the back. Get that mullet out of the way. Good job there, boy. And if we look up here towards the top, you're going to have the engineered skin logo with an accent color working its way in as well. Nice big neoprene across the top. So all in, very nicely finished, very functional. Big panels for ejection of air through the back when you're riding in hot weather times of the year. Again, remember, the big thing that I'm most excited about is they made the style a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more contemporary, and they just beefed the hell out of the armor. Come back around to the front for me there, HVB. If we open it up, auto-locking YKK zip. Nice quality zipper on the way down. If we open this up, they ditched the pockets, so I'm going to go like this. They ditched the pockets on your Energy liner. Remember, this is your waterproof, breathable Hydrotex liner that's finished so you can wear it standalone, but they got rid of the pockets on it. Again, they're just simplifying the line. You can see that there's flaps here to cover the zipper if you were wearing it off the bike, so it kind of minimizes the wrangliness of that. And if we look, micro fleece on the inside. We talked about this mesh, which is very comfortable against your skin, but if you're sweating in 100-degree weather, again, would have loved to see that 3D mesh on the outside, maybe this fleece on the inside. Then if we open it up again, you're still going to have, as I'm doing this, you're still going to have these short connection zips that'll work with the Hypercool vest. And if we open it up, again, quilted on the inside, fleece lined on the inside of this collar, they didn't cheap out, and you feel it from the inside, basic pockets and quilting. Now, if I go like this and shoot it really quickly, you're gonna notice, earlier I mentioned the 360 zip. This guy doesn't have the 360 zip. It has the short connection zip in the jeans loop. I just wanna correct myself there really quickly, and we talked about the inner collar there as well. Keep in mind, before you get into the Kronos, which is beefy, Dynex mesh and Gore-Tex of the drop liner, it's going to be your most technical while still carrying the bang for the buck factor in that $300 to $400 range for 2 to 3 season hot weather multi-season touring with a waterproof liner from REV'IT. This is the Tornado 2. Remember, there's also a ladies version. The next step in your journey is to click the info button on your mobile or your desktop device. Visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com. Read other rider reviews on the Tornado 2. Shouldn't just take my word for it. Keep in mind, we'll ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us, RevZilla TV, on the YouTube channel. We cover the best in motorcycle gear. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.